It was probably the happiest and scariest moment of my life. The happiest because I've never been a dad before. And the scariest is Dalton was not moving, he was not breathing. Basically a blue baby.
He wasn't breathing and he didn't have a heartbeat, and so we thought there could be problems, and there were.
And then we had Brenna, and I knew the moment I saw her.
Dalton was born with cerebral palsy, although we didn't know it at the time.
Like, I learned later what Down syndrome meant and how she was going to be different and how my life would be different.
And he was diagnosed about 1.5 years ago with sensory integration dysfunction.
And he's diagnosed with autism, high functioning.
When we first got the diagnosis, there's a lot of concern.
Everything was upside down, completely upside down.
Early on when we were coming to Trinity, he didn't like wearing clothes, so that was a little awkward.
You worry too about how friends are going to view it, how the church is going to deal with it.
First of all, when I hear of a family who doesn't come to church at all because they have a child with a disability,
I didn't think that would be a problem. How could that be a problem?
But then it got a little embarrassing, and it kind of made me pull away from my desire to come to church at least a little bit.
The only way we could go to church is if one of us stayed with him.
We didn't really know where we fit in, and the desire of my heart was for community.
we didn't begin with children's ministry with the idea that we would have a special ministry for children with special needs. It just sort of came to us as the Lord brought it, one child at a time. And it started with a little girl from our congregation named Brenna, who was born with Down syndrome.
She needs to walk amongst everybody and know that she belongs. And I think she finds that here. She truly does. She knows more people than we do.
I mean, it's a prime opportunity for the church to come alongside a family, because you need someone to come along and say, you know, we've been there, we understand, we know what it's like, we're going to be praying for you.
A couple of years ago, we really started to get ourselves organized. And now we have a special ministry for children and families with children who have special needs, and that's called King's Kids.
Well, he needs help with everything.
Ryan is going to need somebody to shadow him in the classroom.
I want him to be able to attend his classes, his worship services, so he can experience God's love.
Our goal in that is to get to know them. We then do our best to assign a buddy or a shadow, someone that can go with that child to their class.
That's why we do the buddies for church, so the parents can feel comfortable about having their child with someone, and then they can go to church and worship and not have to worry about them for that hour.
King's Kids is designed so that children with whatever disability they may have are included right in the classroom.
Basically, what I do most Sundays is just follow him around, make sure he stays on track with what's going on in the rest of the class, take him out if he gets, sensory overload, and make sure he doesn't get into too much trouble.
One of the other really cool things about being in King's Kids is not only are we trying to help with support on Sunday mornings, we also provide a parent night out.
Well, what we do is we open up our home,
hang out with other kids, and this is also for the siblings of special need, so that other children are able to interact with other families involved with special needs. Another great opportunity is our support group.
And the parent support group is something that I was really interested in. I needed a place where I could bounce my ideas off of other moms.
I know there are families out there that were like us, that thought there was nowhere for them.
We feel that he is understood and accepted here.
I think as we reach out and do whatever it takes.
It's not so much what you know, it's just being there and being a friend and a buddy.
I'd say go for it. We'll change our lives.
When he had taken him in his arms, he said to them, "Whosoever shall receive one of such children in my name receives me, and whoever receives me receives not only me, but him who sent me."
It's really becoming a wonderful community.
It's important that people be around someone like him, who is different, but still loves the Lord no matter what. And I think it's just a win-win situation for everyone.